So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome us to today's training. Today's training is commitment training. And I want us to get our book. Please, you need to write something down. Thank you so very much for being a wonderful partner. And I'm sure by the time we finish with this section of the training, we are going to understand and know how to move our business to a better place. So what is commitment? And what is commitment training? Commitment training refers to the process of developing and strengthening one ability to make and keep commitments. The training centers towards the process of developing and strengthening one's ability to make and keep commitments. It involves building the skills, habits, and mindsets necessary to follow through on promises. Please, I hope we are getting all this. Commitment training refers to the process of developing. Mama Anka, your hand is up.
Yes, could you speak louder, please? I don't know if I'm the only one. I can't hear you very well.
Okay, I hope my voice has not gone husky. Okay, I'll try to.
Mommy, you are the only one, though. Her voice is loud and clear.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
We need to log out and log in again.
Okay.
Okay, let's do. Commitment training refers to the process of developing and strengthening one's ability to make and keep commitments. It involves building the skills, habits, and mindsets necessary to follow through on promises, obligations, and goals. There should be key components for keeping commitment or key components for commitment training. What would these be? The first on the list is goal setting. Establishing clear, specific, and achievable goals. I just said something about somebody making $20,000 every month. Maybe you say, oh, I want to make that $20,000 every month. But sometimes when you think of it yourself, it might get scary. How can I make $20,000? Okay, let me even start with making $1,000. Change it to $2,000. Change it to $3,000. Tell myself within the next 7 months, I should be making $10,000. In the next 12 months, I should be making $11,000. In the next 2 years, I should be making $15,000 to $18,000. Before 3 years, I want to be making $20,000. It is achievable. You have set clear goal. You have tried to balance how you're going to achieve it. But if you just think, okay, $20,000, I want to make that happen tomorrow, you're not a donkey, you're not a horse. And I want to tell you, it might not be so achievable. I have not opened this place, but I'm sure we are getting a glimpse of what I said about accountability. Creating a system of accountability to track progress and stay on track. We now see why we need accountability partners. We cannot help it. We need it. So number 2 on the component is creating a system of accountability to track progress and stay on track. The third one is discipline. Developing the self-discipline necessary to stick to commitments. Today we started with everybody's screen must be on. Write 1 and 2 if you have attended something. Write 2 if you are attending for the first time. This is because you must attend the first one. You can't skip it. You must have a list of this and that. You must do this every day. And when you are so disciplined at what you have to do, you will see that commitment will start coming with ease. Resilience, building the ability to overcome obstacles and setbacks. I want to tell you, Prof said it this evening that he's just coming in and he has not eaten. I said, oh, Prof, no matter what it is, you still have to sit down. He said he has not even made the food. But do you know one thing? That might be an obstacle to this training, but he has chosen to listen to this training. Now, we are going to be trained to build ability to overcome obstacles and setbacks. Do we speak to people?
I definitely have mine.
Okay. Okay, so I just saw your mail for approval. Can you hear me? Hello? Okay, so I saw your mail. I'm so confused.
Okay, from henceforth, we are going to mute on arrival so that nobody can join and disrupt our class. Remember, this class is recorded. And each member of this class is expected to join this class at 8 on the dot. 8 on the dot. We are to join this class 8 on the dot. Building the ability to overcome obstacles and setbacks. Now, the mindset, cultivating a growth mindset. Maybe you'll be like, all this thing they are teaching, I don't think I can capture it. I don't think in this my old age, I want to go back to school. I don't think this small girl, Alex, should be talking to me. No. I don't think somebody will want to join this business. So who will bring out 4-point-something million naira? Who is going to do this? Who is going to do that? This one that they are asking us to write book. Are you sure this is going to help in any way? Why not just do it first? Remember the word Richard Branson said. He said, even somebody offers you an amazing opportunity, you don't even know how to go about it. Say yes, that's positive mindset. You need it. So cultivate a growth mindset. Learn to adapt. Learn to move in compliance with whatever it is that is happening in that team. Now, the techniques for commitment training, what are the techniques? You need to write down your commitments. Put your commitment in writing to make them more concrete. I'll be giving time to everyone to make them write down their goals. Please. We are doing this commitment for a just cause, for a reason. You will go to the chat room now, please, everybody. Why do you think you should be committed to this goal? I need you to please write it down. I need everybody's response. Why do you think you should be committed to this cause? I need answers in the chat room, because after tonight, you are going to put your commitment down in writing to make them more concrete. So you need to know why you should be committed. Why should you, or why are you going to be committed to this? I am not seeing anything in the chat room yet, and I don't want to believe Alex is alone in this room. Write it down. Why do you think you need to be committed to this goal? Do you have a reason? Do you have a why? Do you have something that is propelling you? Why should you be committed to it? Why should accountability partner like Alex has said, why should it be something you should be thinking of? Only one person has responded. Please, we have limited time. Why should you be committed? Why do you think you need to be committed to this? You could have gone somewhere. You could have joined people who are seeing a movie. You could have done something else. You could have been at a family gathering. You would have gone you could have gone to do anything. Somebody said, so I can be making $40,000 a month. This person has said this, and I am not doubting it. If you say someone is making $20,000 a month, and somebody is telling you, I want to make $40,000 a month, it might not be in the immediate, but this is something that is plausible. If you have ever attended Eric Worre's training, you will see people telling you they make $250,000 every month. And you start asking yourself, are they human beings like you? Yes, human being, $250,000 every month. Because there was a level of commitment. It is something that I have to do. Come rain, come shine. I must do it. Create an accountability partner. You see, this keeps coming down. The first one we said, put your commitment in writing to make them more concrete. The second one is create an accountability partner. These are the techniques you need. You need to create an accountability partner. And please, I want Mama Anka to help me jot down number 1 to how many that we have in this room. Number 1 to how many that we are in this room. Then I want Vivian to begin to match. Mama Anka and Vivian, please, you will show the screenshots, or I think Vivian made a screenshot. Mama Anka and Vivian, you will be matching number 1 to maybe number 18, number 3 to number 16. I think we need to do it that way. We need to create an account. We don't want somebody you'll be comfortable with, somebody you can just go and run under their shadow. If you are two new persons, oh, we are both novices, you can, when you solve your problem to an extent and you don't know what to do, I'll be there to listen. My desk will be where everybody can come to, but you cannot come empty-handed. You will come with what you have done and how far you have come. Your accountability partner this day has been installed as your boss. Yes, you have a boss, and that person is your accountability partner. When you see the call or the chat of your accountability partner, your heart should skip if you have not done what you ought to do. So if you are choosing, if they've picked A for you as your accountability partner, after this evening, you will change number. When you exchange number, whatever assignment, whatever thing you need to do, you will be doing together. If you don't understand, ask me question. The day we will come here and ask you to submit what you have done, or we don't need to come here, it will be done on the group. Whatever it is you people have done, you will submit. And if you don't have something to submit, you and your accountability partner will answer the query. And you won't want to see a lot of people moving from where they are and the two of you are just stuck where you are. If you don't move,
Alex,
that means you're not.
Sorry, Alex, are you included in the accountability partners?
Should I?
No, she's not. Sorry. No, she's not.
Okay. All right.
Are you matching? Because so that we are sure exactly what we're doing.
No. I think you should, Vivian. I don't have light here, so I can't be right. Okay.
It's okay.
Vivian, you want to cause riot if I am somebody's accountability partner?
No, I said no, that you're not going to be part of the pairing.
You, because a lot of people will tell you they will prefer Alex, but they don't know if they prefer me. Is work, oh, as in, let me walk. I even want to see who will agree to be my accountability partner because the person said I'm gonna fear to see my call. I'm gonna cut the person. Oh, jokes apart, when I started Fighting Science, we actually did accountability partnering, and I want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it really helped. Mamaka, you don't want me to be your accountability partner.
At all, at all. I don't want you. I don't want Prof. Vivian, take note. Don't put Prof to pair with me.
People are running, no. Business are very simple. Move on. Okay, before we move on, let me quickly tell you something about accountability partnering. And sincerely, accountability partnering worked for me. I started Fighting Science on the 1st of February 2017. And I actually heard about Fighting Science on the 13th of January 2017. I didn't have money to start. So I was scouting everywhere, talking to people, talking. What do you mean talking? I was talking to dummies, mannequins. As long as you have ear, I was talking to you. So my upline lives in Idimo, and I live in Iju, very far distance. So, but she comes to Iju every morning. She had to be there by 7:45 every day. I meant every day. I'm not joking. She didn't own a car. I have a car. So I take the children to school 7:30 every day unfailingly, and she's waiting there in front of the school. So by the time I finished dropping them inside the classrooms, she was already outside. And from there, we picked up. We go in my car, we go to everywhere we could, anywhere we have mapped out. That is why you will need to write down. They say, write down your commitment. We act. You see what I'm doing? I'm fishing out old diaries. There are some diaries here that I cannot trade for anything. Look at, I'm fishing out old diaries. If you come to me, I can't sell these diaries to you for 5 million. Look at them. They are still in my office. I still have like 2 other ones. These diaries contain my history from my previous network marketing to my early years in phytoscience. Look at how ugly they are, but I can't trade each of them for 5 million. We have stated goals. I'm telling you what worked for me, and it's still working. We wrote down everything that must be done. Today, we have written down everything that will be done tomorrow. Everything. How many persons we are going to talk to, we write them down. From when I'll pick her up in front of my children's school, the children close by 2:30. From 7:50 to 2 o'clock. Sometimes 1:45. Every single day. This was my story. Because some people will come and they will see somebody, oh, this person is in this level, this person is in this level. How did they achieve it? It was tossed upon them. They used money to buy. No. It was accountability partnering. What betide Alex if by 7:45 my children are not in school? Because I know my boss will be at their gate waiting for me. What betide Pat if by 7:45 she's not in front of Alex's children's school? Because she knows our boss will be waiting for her. That was how we operated. What betide Alex if by 8 p.m. my children, till today, from the beginning of time, 6 p.m. is dinner time in my house. So 4:35, dinner is almost ready. I'm through with the assignments. By 6 o'clock, they've had dinner. 6:30, they've had their bath. And by 8 o'clock, I must give reports. Remember, I left her maybe 1:45 or 2 o'clock to go pick the children. I would have finished the children assignment between 6 and 8 o'clock. I'm telling you what I used to do every blessed day. Between 6, when the children have had their meal, 6:30, they've had a bath, they are prepared for bed. 7 to 8, I must do at least 4 calls. At least I must talk to 4 persons because I must give her a report by 8 in the night every day. The next day, we will meet. By 8 to 9, 8 to 8:30, I give her my reports. 8:30 to 9, she gives me a report. 9 to 9:15, 9 to 9:15, we map out what we are going to do the next day. Is anybody following me? Please, if you understand what I'm saying, go into the chat room and give me a 2. If you understood what I am talking about, creating an accountability partner. This was how it worked for you. You are going to have someone today as an accountability partner. You and the person will agree on what will work for you. But definitely, you must speak to yourself, even if it is 3 minutes every day. There is no excuse anymore. Do you know by the time we started this, I do not even have time. We took so many risks. There was no kidnapping like that then. There was no terrible things happening like it's happening for some years now. There was no COVID. We have plates to tell you how bad it was. We had plates inside my car. I will wash them with a spoon, pack them, and bring them the next day. We'll stop by food joints to have lunch. We don't sit down there. We buy it, put it inside the car. As we are stroking where we have covered what we have done, I am eating while driving. She's mapping out some other things. Sometimes we can leave Iju and go to Yanopaja. Sometimes we go to Vestac. Sometimes we will go knocking on people's gates. We don't know them. We talk to Jehovah's Witnesses. I'm telling you what worked for me in 2017, 2018. What slowed me down was in 2018, I discovered I was pregnant and I had to slow down. I was delivered of twins. But in 2017, we were everywhere. We can decide to travel from here, go as far as where we know that by the time it will be 2 o'clock, I should be on my way back to pick the children from school. I was doing that as a stay-at-home mom. And do you know the beautiful thing? We were making lots of money. We were ranking. We were signing people up. We were meeting cases. We were showcased on televisions. Yes, it was that serious. We were viewed in radio houses, in television houses, and we were crazy with fighting science stem cell. This was how bad it was. My television view, one of them had over 3 million viewers who wanted to listen to what we were mad about. People started noticing, people started listening. That was how phytoscience broke even. Phytoscience Nigeria, I will say, I'm not boasting, owe it to Alex and Pat because we went to the ends of the earth. We told anybody. But do you know one thing? We owe it to ourselves. The two of us, we must do this every day. We must do something every day. And do you know when the money started coming, I was scared. I asked Pat, I said, please, did you drop blood anywhere? Was it blood money? Was it because the money was just coming? Today I screwed my genealogy and I had the biggest sign up of my career in phytoscience in 2017. In 2017, I must sign up how many junior mobiles we didn't have platinum and the rest then. We had mobile and junior mobile and gold and silver. We were signing junior platinum because that was what was having promo. We were signing them up like as if it was just coming. It was just coming. By the time we speak to a group, we'll see a group of people. These people want to do, that one want to do. She is my upline. We divide who goes to Alex, who goes to Pat. That was how we started. And today in Nigeria, apart from the MDs of phytoscience, Mr. Jide and Mr. Bismarck, Patience Emowe, my upline, is seen as the #1 distributor in phytoscience. And #2 is Alex Ibori sitting in front of you. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you. It didn't start from just meh or wishful thinking. I'm here to tell you today, in phytoscience Nigeria as a whole, Alex Ibori is #2. But if we have to put our MDs, that means I am #4. All of them was made possible because of how we started. We started unsure, we started rough, we started not knowing what to do, but we kept going at it. And today, I'm sure I can beat myself. Tell me, Alex, you did some things. So I am not teaching you what I have not done before. But do you know the beautiful thing right now? You have more advantage than we did have. Now there is the internet. There are the social medias. We have a lot of ways that you can really, really do your own accountability partnering and prospecting now better than how we were doing it. We needed to move around. We needed to drive out. We needed to knock at gates. But you have the means of doing something online right now with your accountability partner, and you are calling in millions of people at the same time. So what are you going to be doing? #1, write down your commitments. Put your commitments in writing to make them more concrete. I told myself the reason why I joined phytoscience was because I didn't have money, and it was a strong one. And why did I write out my commitment? I want to stop saying I don't have. I want to stop saying I don't have. It became a very big one for me. Break down big goals into smaller ones. Making commitments more manageable by breaking them down into smaller achievable steps. I told us, you want to make $20,000. You need to break it down. How are you going to make it? How many people do you need to talk to? How many people need to come into your team from those people you spoke to? Are you going to be dealing with people who are just buying and using medications? Or are you going to look for business builders? How many of them do you need in a month? How many signups do you need to do in a week? You cannot just have $20,000 fall on your laps. You need to break them down. If I sign up one platinum, I get $450 plus 30, that's $480. If I sign 2 platinum, I get $450 in 2 places, that's $900 plus 60, which is the key-in bonus, that is $960 plus 200, which is the pairing. That is how much do I have? How many more do I need? These people, am I going to teach them to duplicate so that the 200 will be falling down without me doing major works, that we are all going to divide it into smaller units? Are you willing to do that? Are you willing to break it down? For that 20,000 to come, is it going to be your total effort or what you're going to do by yourself? The day I spoke to Mama Anka, I went to her house. It was very early in the morning. I needed her to help me do a job because I would not be able to do them anymore. Mama Anka was glad to take up that job. But I want to ask, it was very early in the morning and I was already out for my team training. I didn't want anything to stop me. It was on a Saturday morning, almost 8 a.m. I was on my way already to Ikeja to attend a training. I made it look like the oxygen I needed to breathe. I made it look like the water I needed to drink. I see people get celebrated. I see a lot of people living the kind of lifestyle I want. And I ask myself, is it going to fall on my lap? How am I going to do it? I'm going to learn so that I will have enough to impact into others. so that I will be able to impact into others. Vivian, I hope Mama Anka didn't foster that thing that you wrote, though, because how can Mama Anka and Njinan be accountability partner? Did she tell you to put Njinan?
I didn't tell her anything, no.
Njinan is.
That's her daughter.
I'm going to split it. I will change that. Sorry, I didn't know.
I should have been in trouble. I'll play Mama Alex for her.
Njinan, are you comfortable with Mama Anka? Please speak for yourself now.
You can flip it. Because it will just be normal. She needs somebody neutral. Flip it.
Okay. Use implementation intentions, specifying when and where you will take action on your commitments. I think I have stated all this while speaking about me and my accountability partner. Specifying when and where you will take action on your commitment. You cannot just write those commitments down without backing them with action. Anything you write, no matter how you write them down to make them concrete, what are the actions you are putting in place? Are you just going to write them down, be looking at them and, oh, I would have done this, I would have done that. What do you need to do? How are you doing it? Vivian said something about employing, Alex said something about using the internet and the social media. How is she going to? I was thinking, who is the best person to bring up? I've not seen, because everybody I will want to bring here will want to sell their own product to you. So you can, by yourself, find people. There are a lot of people online out there who can help you build, what will I say? They can help you build landing page. They can help you build, even if they don't make website for you, they can create funnels for you, and they can put your business out there. They can make, you can submit some short videos of a lifestyle. It's not necessarily the products. If you want to be product inclined and business inclined, you can merge the two. Look for how to do it. Send somebody, it might cost you a little money. Like I have some of my ads running on Google. It might cost you some dollars. It might cost you a little money. You will say, we have not even made this money. Where are you? You'll be shocked that when one person signs up, you have gained all the money you're looking for. So specify where and when you will take action on your commitment. It's not just about writing them down. Track your progress. Regularly tracking your progress to stay motivated and on track. This is one reason why you need accountability partner. What have we done? You will do a visibility study. What have we done for this week? What have we done for this month? Now, let me tell you why it was juicy for us that time. And I think it is still juicy because there are lots of promos going on right now in Friday Science that are quiet. You people don't know. You can qualify and go to Malaysia from now to June. Yes, you can qualify and go to Malaysia for free from now till June if you do the needful. If you need to know more about that, I'll look for the promo stuff and send to the group this evening. You can qualify for Malaysia and go to Malaysia free of charge. The promo started running since, I think, December, and it will end in June. So if you do what you ought to do, you can be part of them that will be going. I, by the grace of God, will be part of them. I want to see how many persons who are going to claim they will be part of them. Please say yes first and look for how to do it. In 2017, there was a promo going on. If you are able to sign up XYZ number of points, you're going to earn an additional, I think, $300. Now, imagine what it feels like signing people up and earning all the money that comes with it. And to get a thank you, you are earning an additional money. So for me and my upline, who doubled as my accountability partner, our ability to achieve that monthly extra 300 was the goal for us. No matter what happens, we must achieve that 300. No matter, even if they like, let there be brimstone, let them be fire. Avalanche is happening in Nigeria. No matter what it is, we must achieve that. And do you know, throughout the period that thing ran, we were both the top qualifiers because we were following ourselves, we were checking our progress. Till they ended that promo, we were qualifying. Now imagine what that means. Immediately that promo was over, they started another promo. It was a car going out. We started running that also. You will make more money and you also get extra things. So track your progress. Let's now look at the benefits of commitment training. Benefit of commitment training. I hope all our videos are still on. I hope all our videos are still on. Increase productivity, achieving more by following through on commitments. Does it sound like what I've just said? Increased productivity. You achieve as much as your heart desire, achieving more by following through on commitments. Improve reputation, building trust and credibility by building trust and credibility by keeping commitments. I told you how many people wanted to hear from us. I told you how many people are eager to know what are these girls mad about. I told you how many people were on my first live broadcast. Reduce stress, feeling more in control and less overwhelmed by staying on top of your commitments. Assuming we didn't write down what our goals were, we didn't tell ourselves this is our targeted end. We'll just be like every day we are going without focus. We are just moving at a speed that we cannot calculate, moving and getting tired. But because we know what we want, we know where we are going. In the night before the day, we would have drawn a map of where we should be on that day. So we know where we are headed. We know the class of people we want to speak with. We know what our goal is, and we are not relenting. Increase motivation, building momentum and motivation by achieving commitment. Do you know what it feels like getting extra 300 at the end of the month? Do you know what it is that you can tell somebody, don't worry, at the end of the month, I'm going to do, because you know there is a 300 after everything you have earned. There is a 300 waiting to drop. Do you know what it means? Sorry about that. Someone needed my attention, and I don't want them to keep calling. So increase motivation, building momentum and motivation by achieving commitments. Better relationships. You will build a stronger and more trusting relationship by keeping commitments. When your accountability partner tells you we are meeting by 4 and you meet by 4, when the people you are following up on, because you could go somewhere and they will tell you to have a repeat, and they tell you, oh, and the way you will even address the people, the way they know you speak, the way they know that you are not doing this as just a frivolous thing, the way they know that you are business-minded, everything you are doing is calculated and you are time-conscious, people will trust you. People will just pull toward it. We spoke about being supple the last time. That is where that will be tested. Are you supple in speaking with people? Are you an empath? Do you feel for others? Do you love people? Like there is a saying that we always use then when we were always respecting. We use the word often. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Yes, we were always using that word, and it was helping us in achieving so many things that we are doing. Now, how to get started with commitment training? How do you get started? How do you get started? It might be looking like, oh, all those things Alex has been recounting. Are you sure it is for me? Number one, identify your commitment. That was why I wanted us to write it down. Identify your commitments. Identify your commitments. If you can't identify your commitments, no matter what you're doing, you'll be doing a lot of things amiss. What are your goals and obligations? Remember, I said we should write it down. What are your goals and your obligations? Assess your current level of commitment. Are you meeting up? How well do you currently follow through on commitments? Are you just the type that will write it down? Okay, they said we should write it down. Written it down, that is where it ends. How well do you currently follow through on commitments? Oh, my work is so hectic. I don't think the form you filled, please. That is why everybody who is here must fill the form first. Or did you just tick yes, 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 yes without reading what it says? Are you willing to give at least 2 hours every day? I just gave you how many hours I gave. My children, while they are receiving lectures in school or they are studying in school, I gave my 8, let me say it's 8 a.m. I gave my 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. every day. Every day, I gave 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. every day. And do you know what comes in with that? We met a lot of people. We met notable dignitaries. We met people that we were even scared that, are you sure this is the person behind the name we've been hearing? We met people. We met people because what we have is a life-saving thing. So a lot of people want to identify with us. So we met a lot of people who have heard about the stem cell, and they never knew that they could access stem cell through the sublingual gland. Most of them who knew what stem cells were still thinking of how to raise $50,000 then to go abroad. You draw out who your targeted audience will be. You draw out the $20,000 I want to make, the kind of people I want in the business. Are they the people that when they are going home from the training, they will tell me to give them transport fare? You will be thinking, you will do prospecting up. There's something called prospecting up. You go to those people. Now, let me tell you something. Most of these people that you think, oh, they are wealthy, they are well-to-do, they are this, they are that, most of them have one health condition that they are trying to manage. And if you can provide a so-called to them, I tell you, you have them wrap around your hands. And surprisingly, this is what happens. Many of them don't want you to showcase their face or tell anybody their name because they don't want the society to know what they have. Many of them want to blow the trumpet that so XYZ thing help them with their conditions. So some of them will want to continue business with you. And do you know the beautiful thing there? They are the best form of referral. They will link you to X, X will link you to Y, Y will link you. Some of them will even tell you they are not interested in the business, but they want to link you because they know their friend has something. There was a day recently I met with somebody. At the end of the day, I found out she's one of Abiola's wife. Yes. She linked us to one man. By the time we had the man's whatever being read out, he was the first he was the first governor of Wanty, and we saw him in a dilapidated condition. I tell you. Now, that woman led us to that man. That man will lead us to some of his other friends who are aged now, and they are suffering so many different health conditions. You won't know where this is going to take you to. But if you just write it down and you don't follow through, you may not be able to go far. Now, create a plan. Develop a plan to improve your commitment skill. We developed a plan there. This is what we will do. This is what ought to be done. Are we going to attend training? Yes. Must we invite people to our training? Yes. How? The question you should be asking in this business is, how? 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 How can I? How can I? If you can do that, ask the right questions, speak to the right people, follow the right plan, develop a plan to improve your commitment skill, you will find yourself making a lot of headway. Remember, I said begin with small, achievable commitment and build from there. Don't just say because I want $10,000, boom, it must fall on my lap today. You want 500? You want 1,000? You want 3,000? Mr. Niyi, you're okay. Everybody, are you expected to drop your number? I hope it's not going to distract the class. Okay, people are really dropping number. Okay, hey, people are working. Oh, hey, people are working. Oh. Okay, now I'm beginning to envy you people already. Who will be my accountability partner? Oh, guys, you guys are doing great. I really, really love what you're doing. Thank you. Be patient. This is one thing you need to be. Be patient. If you're not patient, you will just put one foot in the water and you use the next foot to take yourself away. Be patient. Be patient. Tell yourself, if these people said they did it, I can do it too. If it worked for them, it will work for me. I didn't become star one. I and my upline didn't know what star one was. If you go to Fido Science as a whole, you will not see our name as star one. We started from star two. Because when we came, Fido Science was not really giving ranking like that. So by the time they started with us, we were star two already. Why some people are, and people were wondering, when did these ones enter that they are already star two? We joined Fido Science. My upline joined Fido Science on the 12th of January 2017. I joined on the 1st of February 2017. Some people joined Fido Science in 2015 when it came, some in 2016. But I just told you that she's number one, I'm number two. What does that tell you? And Fido Science is a place where you cannot buy ranking with money. What did that tell you? I didn't start this training today. I started the training even before I joined Fido Science. So I've been doing training, I've been doing training, I've been doing training, I've been speaking to people, I've been speaking to people. Commitment training is a process that takes time and effort. Time and effort. So if you're willing to give it the time and the effort, ladies and gentlemen, you are going to go places. Now we have gotten to the stage where you're going to take your commitment training seriously. Everybody must fill this form. I'm going to send this form at the end of today's presentation or at the end of today's training. I'm going to send this form to the group. When I send this form to the group, you are to scan it. When you scan, write your name with a pen, not type, please. Write your name with a pen. Write your username with a pen. Sign and write the dates. This commitment form must be submitted latest by Friday. This commitment form must be submitted latest by Friday. When you have filled it, please scan it and send it to me or send it to the group. When you have filled this form is to be submitted to Fido Science office. When you have submitted this form, we submit to Fido Science office. Please scan this, print it, write your name with a pen, write your username with a pen, sign and put the date, scan it and send back to me or to the group. And this will be sent to Phytoscience. This should be done latest by Friday, please. I need to send them all out latest evening of Friday. Let's quickly take a look at the system flow. Let's quickly take a look at the system flow. A system is an organized method of achieving duplication. A system is an organized method of achieving duplication. Something, this is how I want to do it. This is how it must be done. I have to follow this course. I have to follow that course. Why a system? Why? Once you build a system, it will run independently and you will start enjoying passive income. Ladies and gentlemen, for us to end this system for tonight, I will send again the video of Bruno and Pablo to the group tonight. There's two things I have to send tonight: the commitment form and the story of Bruno and Pablo. Please, you have an assignment. Tomorrow this time, you should submit what you understand about the story of Bruno and Pablo. Everybody, nobody is exempted. If you're on this Zoom tonight, you must submit what you understand from the story of Bruno and Pablo. It had to be sent to the group. Making passive income comes from building together. Making passive income comes from building together. So if you build together, following a system, you will make passive income to be coming. It is not centered around one person. Each and every member has to participate. Do you now understand why we are talking extensively about accountability partnering, how everybody must do something? So it is not just Alex is doing it, this person is doing it. It is not centered around one person, each member. Now let's take the word of John D. Rockefeller. I'd rather earn 1% of 100 people's effort than 100% of my own effort. It is not centered around one person. Every member, that is why it is called a team. And team is together, everybody achieves more. It's great to recommend and recruit, but the most important thing is retention. The reason why we started the system is not because many of us cannot recruit. It's not because many of us cannot speak to another person. It's not because we are not having sign-up per se, but retention. Because when you follow a system, it's like you have a way of running things in your family. And your children know that by the time they wake up in the morning, it is prayer by 6 a.m. By 6:15, everybody is doing their chore. By 6:30, everybody is going to get a bath. By 7 o'clock, we are getting breakfast. By 7:30, we are all leaving for our offices and school. It is a system. So when a new child is birthed into that family, the child is going to see what the predecessors are doing. The child is going to see that no matter what happened at 6 o'clock, everybody must gather in the sitting room for prayer. You do not need to nudge that baby to participate, because that is the system the family has chosen to adopt. So that is why we are running this system. That is why it is compulsory for those who are attending this too to attend the one, to know how we started. So everybody must follow the way this thing is. Everybody must submit their assignment. Everybody must have an accountability partner. Everybody must speak to at least 5 persons in a day, either virtually or physically. This is your third assignment. You must speak to at least 5 persons a day. You must sign up at least 1 silver every month. We are going to read that in the commitment form. Before we go off from tonight's training, we are going to go back to that commitment form. We are going to read it together. Why are we going to read it together? So that somebody will not say, I didn't see that part. Oh, I just filled the form. I didn't read it properly. We are going to read it together before we close today's training. The system will help in increasing your retention rates. You don't need to talk too much. Anybody you are bringing in who is a business partner, remember you have Final Sciences in 2 phases. We have the wellness and we have the wealth. You can choose to just be doing the wellness, no problem. But as long as you want to do the wellness and also achieve a lot of income, you have to follow the system. When you follow the system, everybody you are bringing in, though some of them will still be product users, but those of them who want the business part, you will know them. You will ask them the question. That is why if they fill the form, you will want to know if these people are going to be business-minded or business-conscious. Forget that there are some people also in this room who came in as product users, but later they found out that there is money in this thing and they want to taste the money too. So if you bring such people in, make sure they go through the system, make sure they go through the process so that your work is going to be easy. System is about repetition. We don't add, we don't subtract. All those things I am teaching you, while I ask you to write them down, is so that you'll be able to pass it on. You pass it on. And I hope as I am bringing all this out, we are writing, because this is what you're going to be teaching the people you are bringing into the system. Now, components of a system, documents and events. A team is required to implement a system. These are the documents we need. Documents and events. A team is required to implement a system. The documents we need is OPP. OPP is Open Plan Presentation. Open Plan Presentation is just a presentation, maybe a presentation on health or the brief. You have videos. You have videos. You have pictures. I sent in a video of Snowfield Forte today. Did I? Can I get a yes?
Yes, yes.
I sent in a video of Snowfield Forte. I'm going to send in video, or I'm going to enjoin Professor Adeloye to please help me send in the links, the short URL links of all the products where you can see everything about each of the products. Professor Adeloye, please, sir, you will help us to send it to the group. I'm actually picking people to do assignments so that this will not be just Alex's work. You will not say, oh, it is Alex's work, let her go and do it. Everybody is going to partake in everything we are doing. Pictures. What are on your status? From this day henceforth, your status are going to be changing. You will need to solve deliberately motivational talks, motivational quotes, beautiful, alluring pictures that can catch somebody's thinking, that can make somebody think about their future. These are what you will have in your status if you want to move this business. I'm not saying this is not good, but some people from the day I've known them, it is only NSPPD that you see on their status and they are business people. Please, from this day henceforth, you and your accountability partner, you must solve and get things. Please, accountability partners, note this. You must solve and get quotes, beautiful pictures that talks about futuristic business, that speaks about doing business and gaining great health. You must try and escalate that almost on a daily basis. You could be called upon any day to showcase what is on your status. We are also going to be having high engagement posts. High engagement posts. High engagement post is something you can post on your Facebook and some of your other handles. We can suggest some on the platform. Each accountability group will give us what we will run with. A uniform thing that we can run with. Please, Mr. Benson, help us to mute your device. Each accountability group, just like you are, I don't know how you have been posted, but you are going to give us, nobody will remind you. Whatever it is you tell us to do, all of us will go to Facebook and we will do it. Whatever the quote you give us that will catch high engagement, that is what all of us will quote. Then for your status, all of you can choose what must be on your status, you and your accountability partner. But everything will be tilted towards phytoscience. You see, your assignment is huge. This is because you will want people. How do you gain the 5 people you must talk to? Your high engagement post can help people to question. You become the haunted. You don't have to wait until you have money to do a website or to do a landing page or to start having Google. The post you display, people might like, and when people like, you can go and send them an inbox. Thank you for liking XYZ. What caught your fancy? You ask them questions. Before you know it, you can send them this write-up before the form. We are excited to share how our system can benefit you if you can fill this form. If they say yes, then you send them the form, they fill it. After they fill it, you invite them to the brief. These are some simple ways that you can get people to like what you're doing and join your business. Then pictures also. I'll try and see if I can find pictures. Some of us have affiliation to other people in other countries doing phytoscience. Please, I want us to see, whenever you are sending the pictures or anything, make sure nobody's contact is on that picture so that you will not be selling other person's market. We want picture that does not have anybody's phone number so that everybody can use it. Now, our assignment is becoming plenty. We have the commitment form to fill. We have the Bruno and Pablo. We have the accountability partner doing status together. We have each accountability partner sending us a daily quote or high engagement post that all of us, we will do it together. If I see your Facebook, you should have it. If you see my Facebook, I should have it. So that people will begin to ask, what is happening? Then if you can, please, getting a business card should be something paramount. You can have the one that is that have the QR code. You can have the one that is a normal business card. You can have your business card. You can have the one anybody can scan. You can have, there are a lot of ways you get business cards now. So you can get your business card, then prospecting and follow-up documents. You should have prospecting and follow-up documents. I have something here. It is called the Home Office. If you can see this, please let me know. Say something if you can see this. The Home Office. Am I alone? Please talk, don't type.
No.
Can you see
with us?
We can see.
Now, this is the Home Office. Like this evening now, one of us couldn't join us because of the screen. The person has been restricted from viewing the screen. but you want to showcase your business to somebody. Are you seeing what I'm showing you?
Yes, we can see it.
Is it the same thing? Is it the same thing as what you see on your slide?
Identical.
Yes.
It's the same thing you see on those slides.
Yeah.
So you can add this. You can add this. I'll tell us where we can use this. This is called the home office. Home office. This is useful for people who may be going in the rural area. Some of us cannot put on our videos today because we said there is no lights. Some of us may be traveling to where we may not have access to either the use of the phone through the net because of the network or the laptops or things, and you want to hold a presentation. Or some of us who want to have something we call the home party. I'm going to tell us about home party. The last time I spoke about home party, you can have this. I think on the group, so that we don't waste our time, on the group, we are going to talk extensively about how you can get your home office. It's something you can travel with, you can go anywhere with. I think it's about 10,000 naira now. When they brought it, it was 6,000 naira. But I think it's about 10,000 naira now. And that is less than $8. Abi, whether $6 or something, thereabout. So that is the home office. Then MLM books. Gosh, how many do you want? I always have this one here. I've spoken about it. I have my secrets. I always have the secret. I have other MLM books here in my office. Yesterday, I wrote about the 80-20 principle. I spoke about the 80-20 principles. These tiny books, this tiny one has daily quotations. Just like assuming I have an accountability partner now, and they say we should send in daily quotes. This book has some small quotes. I bought this in 2016, and it was autographed by the Joshua Esde, the author, when I was in my former network marketing company. How many of the Robert Kiyosaki book do you have? The Rich Dad, Poor Dad. This is the Conspiracy of the Rich. This is Phytoscience Product Explained. This is the old edition. There is a revised edition. These are the products explained. So you don't need to, though we have the soft copy. This is the 80-20 principle. When I speak about 80-20, this is Richard Branson. When you think of the people you need to listen to in your MLM journey, there are so many people whose life you should be emulating in your business, and emulating and following how they do their business is going to help your business to grow better. Then we have personal development books. These are some of the books I've shown you. I have The Richest Man in Babylon. I have, like, that secret is a personal development book. If you want to conquer self-rejection, if you want to learn public speaking, I have so many other books. So I've stopped giving people my books because a lot of team members will come, they'll collect my book and they won't bring it back. I am still missing my T. Harv Eker's book, Millionaire's Mindset, something about Millionaire's Mindset. I'm still mourning that book because someone in the team collected and they didn't bring it back. Somebody collected my GoPro, Eric Ward's GoPro, and they didn't return it. So you need to get more of these books, read them. They will guide you on how to go about your daily business. Now, events, prospecting events. We have just been talking about how you prospect. OPP is open plan presentation. MBO is compulsory. MBO is compulsory. The next MBO for Phytoscience Nigeria will be happening in Lagos. And it's going to be, I think, in April. Is it April or March? I'll check the dates and I'll also send it to the group. It will be happening. MBO is New Business Owners Orientation. Everybody who has joined Phytoscience but has never attended MBO, you're expected to attend MBO, and you attend 12 MBOs. Yes, MBO is once a month. Now, foundation level training. What we are having now is part of the foundation level training. After the foundation level training, when you have graduated, there is the intermediate level training, and there is the senior level training. There is always something called the get together or the meet and greet. Once in a while, the platinum partners will be organizing our meet and greet. It's just a pity we don't have many of us here in Lagos, Nigeria also. But I'm sure if we really want to know ourselves, some of us can take up the sacrifice of coming into Lagos to meet. We'll wear branded t-shirts, we'll wear branded uniform, or we can just decide to go relax somewhere. We can just take a weekend off. These are some of the things that I know we can do. Yes, or we can just have a sit out in a day, knowing ourselves, meeting, oh, Vivian, this is you. Oh, this is, oh, wow, I've been hearing your name every time on Zoom. This is, you don't know how it is. You grow that bond. You can go anywhere. You can tell anybody, like now, Daddy Lawrence is in Toronto. I can tell somebody, oh, okay, let me even bust our bubble. Let me say something. My son recently went to school, and one of my team members is in the state where he's going to school. Do you know, I just called the person up and I said, you now have a little responsibility. Oh, Alexis' son is now in your state. Oh, he's even close at your backyard. Oh, he said, oh, Alex, for the sake that that person is related or has anything to do with you, that person is covered. Now imagine that kind of bond, because the person is in a platinum partner, because we have chosen to be family. Now my mind is at rest that even if there is something that needed to be attended to, I know someone somewhere who can quickly get there for my son before I get there. You don't know how big that is. You don't know how big that is. So we need to know ourselves. We need to take this a little further than just a normal business. We have become family. All of us, what is doing here now should concern B. Then there's something called the Big Business Show. The Big Business Show is mostly organized by the parent company. That day you will come with your big head gear, your big shoe, your big, and oh man, it's going to be beautiful. The last Big Business Show was mind-blowing. If I can find the picture, I will send it to the group, where we were expected to dress in Africa attire. And I tell you, people came with mind-blowing. You will see Alexis' attire. Alex was dressed like she was going for a carnival. Sincerely, it was beautiful. So you'll be looking forward to things like that. Now let's quickly take a look at the process. I think the process is going to cap it up for us tonight. The process. Anyone in the world, this is how it's going to be like. Anyone in the world. Please, whatever you're doing, this is a very serious part. And after this part, I think after this phase, the next phase, then we are done. Because I really want to salute your audience. I really want to salute your attention. Anyone in the world, it could be you, it could be me, it could be anybody. The first thing we learned at the beginning of this presentation or the previous presentation, the preliminary stage, is the name list. Everybody must have a name list. If you are here and you're attending this class for the first time, go home now, draw a name list. Write down names of people from your phone, write them down. I showed us, for us who may not remember what I meant, I showed us this book the last time, and I showed us the names of people, anybody I came in contact with, as I had the opportunity of getting their phone number. All we do is try and get a phone number and fill in their detail. That is the name list. You can make remarks on how you met them, the situation, maybe a little bit of what you discussed. Prospecting. Did you get to tell them about phytoscience, or you just got the name list? After getting the name list, you tell them, oh, I said I was going to get in touch with you. There is something I want to let you know how a business will benefit you and your loved ones. You're prospecting. Then after prospecting, you invite. Has this not been what we have been doing? Has this not been what we have been doing with invite? After the invite, you show the plan. Show the plan is the brief. Please, if you have really attended our brief the first and the second time, does this look like what we have been doing? The name list, get the name, prospecting, you send them that message, invite, the prospecting and the invite, you send them the form, they fill, you bring them to the brief, that's show them the plan. After showing the plan, you follow up. After follow up, oh, the brief you attended, what did you like about it? When do you think you want to come on board? Which of the parts tickled your fancy? Will you be more comfortable with the health? Do you want to also gain financial freedom from what you have heard? This, you follow up with them and see the very big letter there, build relationship. Build relationship. Then the next thing is the foundation level training. You bring them to attend this thing you have just attended. Everybody must go through it. Does this look like what you have been doing yourself? The name list, the prospect, invite, show the plan, follow up. After the follow up is the sign up. They just didn't put it there. After the follow up is the registration. After the registration is the foundation level training. After the foundation level training, intermediate level training. After the intermediate level training is the senior level training. And during the foundation level training and others, you are building the business. Remember, the first set is build relationship. Why did they put the second one as building business? Because once you get to follow up and there is a sign up, you could end up having either a product user, or you could have a product user and a business builder, or you are interested in somebody who is mad about building business. But the determinant is after the follow-up, the sign-up that happens. After the sign-up, then the foundation level training and others become the determinant. Now let's take a look at what happened. From those senior level training, what happens? You become a leader, you are achieving dreams, you are a team player, you are achieving financial and time freedom, you are enjoying residual income, you are successful. Please, I want everybody to give a round of applause to how far we have come. You are successful. Please go to the reaction room and give. This is just the process. This is that system. What we have been saying since how many days? Please, if you go back to the room, go and check. I said, form a name list. Please send this thing before you send this one. Now send this one. Some people will be looking at it. Why is Alex making? This is it. This is just how it is. I want to leave a little space for us to capture this. Write it down, just the way it is. And ask yourself, go back to the room and see, is this what we have been doing since how many days? We spoke about getting a name list, all the people you have, Now start prospecting. If it is somebody you have already, somebody you know already, you start prospecting. If it is somebody you have just met, before you get the name, you can just quickly chip in a little about what you want to talk to them about. You're not telling them the full story. You get their contact, which is the name list. You invite them, you show them the plan, you follow up, you sign them up, foundation level training, intermediate level training, senior level training. So this is the last part of our presentation tonight, and it is Introduction to Recruitment Training, Prospecting and Name List, Follow-up, and Closing. This is the end of our class tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say a very big thank you to you. You've been a wonderful team member. Here you see, wow, 9:51. Woo! We did it, guys. We did it. Please go to the chat room and say something. We did it. We did it. We did it. 2 hours is gone, almost 2 hours, because we didn't start at 8 on the dot. But we did it. We did it, guys. We did it. We did it. We did it. I don't know what you are feeling right now.
And nobody left the room. And nobody left the room.
We did it. We did it. We did it, guys. We did it. Yes, we did it. You will not understand this thing. See, the day I had to go and take this training, I left my family. All of us left our family. Professor Adeloye, how many days did we leave our family? You are muted, sir.
I don't have a family, but I left for 5 days.
For 5 days. We left for 5 days. This thing you are taking 2 hours, the Alex will say you are tired, go and rest, we'll continue tomorrow. With all the assignment that you must submit for 5 good days. You don't have access to your phone.